Hey everyone, welcome back to the More Than It Seems podcast. We have been gone for a little while, but for good reason, and we are back better than ever with your lovely host.
I'm Mina.
And I am T. We have some special guests today. We'd like them to introduce themselves.
Hello. I'm Roxy. I don't really talk like that. I'm Roxy.
Hi,
Hey,
I'm
guys.
Mariska. Nice to meet everyone.
These are some of Namina's lovely friends and also who she went to New York Fashion Week with, and we'll get into that a little bit later. First, we'll start off by going around the room. What is everyone wearing today? We'll start left to right.
Okay. Got me on some denim. These are from WTF Vintage Goods. My good friend Carlos gave these to me. These boots here I got from Shoe Deals. Super comfortable. They look uncomfortable, but they're so comfy. This is also thrifted. It's vintage BB. So, yeah, it's silk. It's nice. These are Dolce & Gabbana, also from my friend Carlos.
Nice.
Yes.
For me, I am wearing Reimagined Ones, a pair of flare denim or like flare painted denim. The name of the brand is like Pestique Vetements or something like that.
At the mall.
Yeah, Vetements, excuse me. Thank you for the correction.
Ooh.
I took a little French in high school, you know what I'm saying?
They're my friend there.
For the top, this is a Life of Pablo tour shirt that I cut up and got dyed a long time ago with a regular Fruit of the Loom thermal lip underneath. And then the hat is one of my friend's brands. It is called For the Hose. She is from St. Louis, so hose spelled like French. Yeah, like
H-E-A-U-X-S.
for the hose.
Hose.
And then just,
I don't really know
Description.
that there's a French way to pronounce
Is that French or like Creole? The Creole way?
Mariska speaks fluent French, so.
Oh, Creole way. Is that? I guess would that be the Creole way?
She's like,
Bro, I think it's just like a different way to spell hose, but like I think she takes that from the word bow or like that's how.
Yeah. So St. Louis and New Orleans are sister cities.
Yeah.
So like the Creole, all of that. So
Gotcha.
I love that.
it's cute.
I know.
Well, me personally, my top is by Salado Design. I got it off of Depop, which I talk about Depop all the time. Y'all should sponsor us at some point because the amount of money that I revenue through your company is insane. My boots are vintage Anne Klein boots, also a Depop find.
Love those.
I love them so much. They're so comfortable, and the condition is like, she's real cute. She's pristine. I have on some vintage Carpenter shorts that I thrifted, and my little matching bag is from Amazon. And, stay with my regular gold jewelry. So that's what I got on for today. Mariska, what you wearing?
You already know. So I got my shoe from Shoe Deal. It was screaming my name, guys, and then I
Those
got
are
my
so you.
They're very cute.
Thank you. And then I got my skirt from Aritzia. And then my shirt is from Forever 21. And then my little pop of green over here is from my friend. She cut up a jacket and she was like, "You can pull it off." And it's been in my clothes for 2 years. And today I was like, there's green on my shoe. Can just have a pop of green. And I'm very much of like a black person. I have to wear like a black something on my
Yes, Mariska is always in black.
something has to be black. But yeah.
Your lips.
The
And
lips
then
are
my
black.
lips are black too, as you can tell. And then my shades are from Steven Madden. I tried to put jewelries today because my friends know I'm a very minimalistic
I
person.
love
I
how
would
you
be
say
showing up
jewelry.
in Crocs at events.
Oh my God, not the Crocs.
Praise the Lord. She did not show up in
I'm,
Crocs.
I'm glad that we were like blessed enough to get like the full Mariska
No,
today.
literally,
Yes.
I did try today, guys.
Bro, we were in New York. Like,
I cannot.
No.
oh, it is story
starting the
time.
podcast
Story time is
roasting me
later.
already.
We'll wait for the Crocs story.
Story time is later.
The shift, yeah, me and Rox are like, dude,
No, literally.
She did pull up to our show and cry.
I shoot up on our show.
No.
Yes,
Story
yes.
time later. Story time later. About New York Fashion Week.
I'm
Story time
literally
later.
so happy to have you guys on the show because, like,
Thank you for having
we had a
us.
great time in New York, and we can't wait to dive into that. But like I said, we'll save that for later. So, Terrence and I actually have some rapid fire questions that we want to ask you. I know I sent you guys a list of questions. However, they have changed, but it's okay because you do this for a living, so you should know the answers to these questions. It's not like what is the square root of pi? Like, we're asking you some insightful questions I think you guys would love to answer. So I guess since I'm speaking already, I'll start first. Honestly, how do we meet each other?
Well, how did y'all meet? Like, yeah.
So I had a shoot with Mariska back in 2021. Yeah. I remember she walked in through the door, and I was like, this girl's larger than life. Like, she's just like, hi, I'm Mariska. And I'm, like, quiet. I'm like, I don't know anybody. And I'm like, I don't know this girl, but I want to be her friend. Like, she seems very interesting.
She's such a light.
And, yes, like, she's extra like me. And I'm like, shoot, well, shit, I need to pop out or something. Like, she's like, hi, I'm Mariska. What's your name? And then we just got to talking. And I was like, I already know she's from Africa. Like, we're already friends. Like, we're connected. So, you know, we've been conjoined at the hip ever since. I call her my twin. She was there with me when I got my tonsils removed, throwing up in a trash can. So, you know, bonded for life. And I met Roxx through a shoot for a Girl in Hair company. And I was like, oh my God, like fangirling, because I was like, I follow you on Instagram. I think you're so amazing. Like, I love you so much. And
when I saw you, I was like, who is this goddess? Where has she been hiding?
Yes.
Like, it was just an instant, like,
connection.
Yeah. We just couldn't stop talking, I feel like. It was just, like, energy.
And
good
she's
energy.
super goofy like me. So I was like, we're going to be friends. And then she's like, let me shoot you. And then the rest is history. And then, did y'all meet through me? Or did y'all know each other? Like, I don't know.
Mariska, where did I meet you? I feel like, wasn't it...
I think we met like passing couple of times, but then we kind of like had conversation.
No, so we had that shoot together with M. Night.
Oh, yeah. And then I think
we did the show for Charles, but I feel like we met before that somewhere else.
Oh, I forgot. We all walked
You
that
know
show.
what it was? I met you through Yancy.
Oh.
Do you remember when we went out?
No,
it was at the Virgin Hotel. We were on the rooftop. And I just remember seeing you as, like, again, another goddess. And Yancy introduced me to you. And she was like, you need to be friends with her. But we never really talked after that. We kind of just, like, I think I moved back to California. And, like, we kind of did our own thing. And then I came back. And we reconnected through work.
Yeah, I think we did the shoot, and I think you were really
so
moved
crazy.
by the fact that, like, because we did a shoot, and you were like, oh yeah, my good side is this side, and I was like,
The left side.
yeah, and
The
I was
fact
like,
that you
yeah,
guys
it's
just
okay.
know me so well.
The left
It's
side.
like, it's okay. I'm gonna
We
take
have the
that
same-
other side.
Me and Roxx have the same good side.
We do.
We all do actually.
It's actually funny because people are like, I don't see a difference.
But there is
You
a
said
difference.
you said which side's your good side?
Our left side is our good
Oh,
side.
yeah,
Like,
same.
it just photographs what.
My
Okay.
left side. My left side's the good side.
Yeah, I
Why
like.
is that when the right is the predominant, like, side that we use?
I honestly feel like it's more of like whatever side you pose from the most. So, like, you get comfortable posing from that side, and then it just becomes like comfortable and familiar. And then the other side's like awkward. I don't
No,
know.
it's not awkward. Your face looks beautiful. Either way.
For me, I think it's because
Same.
I sleep on this side the most.
Period.
Right, I'm like,
Is
what
that
side
a
do I
thing?
sleep on? I sleep
Wait,
on the right
It's the
side.
It's the most aggravated side
Okay, like
Well, I
that's
sleep
in
on
my
my
in my
right
mind.
side.
In my mind, like so I
That's
sleep
the
on my
thing.
right, and like
The
so
left
I
is
say
like,
my so I say
"Oh," pristine.
I say my left side's my good side just because, like, with my locks and my hair, like, my edge up is always perfect on this side. Like, it looks exactly how I want it. This side's struggle mode. Like,
Wait.
you wouldn't be able to tell in
Same.
passing, but me, because, like, I do my, like, after I get my locks done, like, I cut my own hair. Like, I don't get, like, my locks done and then go to the barber shop and do all of that. Like, I just do it at home because it's very minimal. But when I'm edging it up, I'm like, just can't get right. So at a certain point, I don't even touch this side the most because I'm like, the more I touch it, the worse it's gonna get. But yeah,
Just leave it alone.
the left
Yes.
side, pictures, all of that, I just be like, oh yeah, get me right here.
Literally same.
Love
Yep.
that. Love that.
So,
Well,
no, I was just gonna ask, like, so it seems like y'all all met within the modeling space.
yeah.
So what is y'all's like history with modeling? How long have y'all been modeling? Where did it start?
Lord.
Like, what's your background in the industry?
So I've been modeling since I was 17,
Ooh.
which is, yeah, I am. Should I say my age? Everyone's always like, what?
We're so shocked. Like, when I told Terrence how old you were, he was like, there's no way she's that old.
I
I'm
call
like,
cap.
bro, she's a
I
vampire.
will show my passport.
She's a vampire.
No, honestly, yeah, I feel like it's just really, like, I almost feel like I'm aging backwards because
You are.
I'm, like, taking better.
Okay, Benjamin Button.
Stop.
Yeah.
I just feel like since having Aniston, like, I've been taking better care of myself. Like, I've made mental health a priority. I made going to the gym a priority. And
Wait, for the Aniston is
my daughter.
Okay.
Yes.
Annie,
She's
we
6
love
years old.
Annie.
Yes.
My little
I know.
princess.
Yeah, she's
I
so
love her.
cute.
I
They're
miss
like
her.
spitting images of each other. Like,
She's,
Annie is Roxx at
Yeah,
6
we're-
years old.
She's her
It's-
own character.
Yes.
It's kind of
side. Do you have like? Do you put your like daughter in like pageants or anything?
No, honestly,
Or-
people ask me that all the time. Like, since she was a baby, 'cause she was a cute baby too, and some babies come out looking like little aliens.
Very much alien.
But
The fact that you brought
Her little alien.
she gave me this alien. Anyways, okay, don't.
We love the
we'll
alien.
get into the weird stuff, but yeah, people always ask me. They're like, "Why don't you put her?" No, no, no. But she has done a few jobs. Like, we did J.C. Penney's together, Target. She's walked in one show that these ladies walked in with us in, and yeah, no pageants yet. I just feel like I want her to be able to decide and understand, like, you know, I feel like the industry is such a scary place, especially when
Yeah.
you're a kid. Like, I want her to understand and have that decision on her own. Like, this is what I want to do, you know? Like, I don't want to be one of those, like crazy moms.
You
that's
must
like,
do this.
yeah, like, have y'all saw, like, Dance Moms?
Oh,
or, like,
girl, that was my show.
yeah, I'm like, you know, I just kind of flow with it. Like, she wants to do it, cool. If not, like, you know. But she's honestly, like, very natural at it. I feel like she's just got it in her blood somehow. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
she
no,
was born
I
with
have.
it.
I don't know how she got that.
I don't know.
No
but
idea. Look at her mom.
Right.
Stop.
The
You
honey, the
guys- okay,
goddess
guys,
that
cut
she
it out.
is.
It's you guys.
Fairy godmother.
Cut it out. But back to your question, been modeling since I was 17, got myself into modeling. I'm from Chicago, but after I moved from Chicago, I went to Cincinnati and signed with my first agency there called New View Models. It was honestly like one of those modeling schools where you have to like practice like your walk, and they teach you all this stuff. And like, I got myself into it. I like signed up online and like went to the agency, and they offered me a contract, and yeah, it was pretty cool. So I've just been kind of like doing it since then and just been on a roll. But yeah, it's so much fun. I haven't got tired of it yet. So
She's amazing. Check her out. Roxx on Instagram.
stop. That's her. That's you.
So we're going to go to the chocolate goddess,
Yes.
Mariska. How did you get started with modeling? Like, what do you do in this industry?
So, I've always wanted to model. I know it's very cliche to start with that, like always wanted to model, but I always knew I wanted to model, especially where I come from. You know, I come from Cameroon in West Africa. I was born and raised there.
Shout out to the West Africans.
Period.
Mhm.
I mean, it's technically in West and Central Africa, but, you know, most people know West Africa, so I'm just going to go West Africa. So, anyway, I've always wanted to model. I wanted it to be my career, but, you know, coming from where I come from, it wasn't really a career, you know. It's like you have to be a lawyer, you have to be a doctor, you have to be X, Y, Z, and modeling wasn't. And it also had, like, a bad reputation of what models do and how models are, so I don't think my parents were going for all that. They were like, you need to go to school. I don't know about that. So, I mean, I'm very grateful for that, though, because I don't know if I would be here without them for sure. So I had to go to school, and I came here, went to school, and after probably my senior year, sophomore year, that's when I started getting into modeling, and I looked on Instagram, went to a casting, and then I got signed with my current agency. I've been with them for 3 years. I love modeling. It's, you know, for me, it's beyond taking cute pictures. It's kind of a form of expression for me, especially coming from
Facts.
where I come from. You know, women opinion is not really valued. So it's like, it's really a form of expression. It's like I'm talking to you without really talking to you, you know, and that's kind of why I love modeling. I don't really mind waking up every morning to go in front of a shoot. Of course, we all have something to say about our job, but I would much rather do what I'm doing right now than anything
And
else.
you're
for
amazing
sure.
at it.
You're
Thank
a
you.
goddess.
Thank
And I feel like
you.
people think it's so, like, sorry, you were about to talk.
No.
People think it's so, like, oh my God, you're just sitting in front of a camera taking photos.
It's
but
work.
Cap.
It's
It's
actual work.
yeah,
like,
I agree. Like
mental,
just
physical,
Yeah.
like work.
you have to be aware of your face, your body, everything. Like,
Yes.
it's like an art.
And being
It's-
in tune with yourself. That's so important because it directly like reflects through the camera. Like if you feel uncomfortable or you feel
it shows
nervous,
too.
yes, it'll definitely show in your picture. So you have to show up and be like, baby, I'm the baddest in this room. And like,
Facts.
yeah, like I'm owning it.
It's
Yes.
almost
Yeah.
like acting.
Yeah.
I think people do forget the fact that being a model, you are your job. So it's nothing like you're going to clock in and clock out because you literally wake up as a model and you go to sleep as a model, you know.
Yes. Like it
Just,
doesn't turn off.
It doesn't turn off. You have to really learn how to remove yourself from those 8 hours of work. Once you get back home, it's like, okay, now I'm not
Mariska
set
the model.
anymore. I'm
Yeah.
not Mariska the model. I'm Mariska myself. So it's kind of like the one thing that's a little like, people do forget that it's like any other job you can clock in, clock out, leave the job at the job. You know what I mean? But when I am my job, I'm literally taking myself at home. So it's a lot of mental work, which people forget. It's
It
like physical
is.
tiredness is that you can take a nap and wake up. But mental exhaustion is like no matter how many naps you take, if you don't really like take care of yourself, which modeling relies heavy on the mental health.
It really does.
It's
speaking on the mental part. Like, are y'all hypercritical of your own work? Like when you get pictures back, are you like, I don't like, or either I don't like these, or like I don't know, I could have done better, or so on and so forth? Are y'all like that with everything?
I know I definitely
I
am.
I think a
feel
lot
like
of creative
I'm
are
my hardest
critic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm very like I just want to be better, and like
Yes.
best.
I'm kind of hard on myself, and I'm trying to get better at not being a perfection. Like it's okay. Like it's fine.
I think it's also because of
know?
the industry that we
Yeah.
are. It's kind of like a very difficult thing, because when you get your pictures, it's like a very difficult industry to be in because there's so many models and, you get into the game of, Instagram too. So many
Thick
people go on
skin.
Instagram, you see other people doing something. Oh my gosh, should have done that, should have done this. But it's like,
yeah.
you really have to be grounded and be very confident in
Mhm.
yourself.
Right.
And even though I am critical of myself, I know that I did my best at the end of the day,
Right.
and that's one thing that really gets me through the day because I'm very critical of myself. Like,
Yes.
You're gonna get 1,000 no's
yeah,
before you get some yeses.
one
But
yes.
that
And
one
yes
yes
is
is
going
like-
to change your life.
Yeah.
And-
So
Go ahead.
talking about like y'all's experiences in the industry, which I'm really excited to ask this question because I feel like it just like encompasses like your work. Like how do you feel about yourself like when you are like put on that spotlight? Like you're walking in shows because Mariska does runway primarily, also does a lot of commercial shoots. Roxx, like very creative, does a lot of commercial shoots. So y'all's experiences with modeling does give you both like a unique perspective in our industry or within the fashion realm. So like what are your most memorable moments from any shows or bookings that you've both have had?
Ooh, probably when I worked with Puma, I enjoyed that because first of all, I feel like it's important when the set's very like mindful of the models.
Yeah.
Because I've worked with a lot of teams that have just been like they don't provide lunch or like
Ooh,
you know what I mean. Like they don't have that mindfulness of the models and of the people doing the job.
Yeah.
And it makes you uncomfortable. It's like
Not
But-
feeding
but-
us is
Oh,
like
I was gonna say
barbaric.
like so. I guess are there telltale signs when you? Well, I don't know. Or do you expect a certain thing depending on the brand? And have you ever been like, not to take away from where you were going, but like, have you ever been shocked by? I guess the atmosphere when you went in, like you was like, oh, this is a big brand, and
Oh
you went
my
in and you
God.
were like,
Absolutely.
oh, this is like they treat me like crap in here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's happened with brands and also like other models or other creative people that I've like looked up to and taken inspiration from.
Yeah.
And then it's like I meet them and it's like a letdown because their energy is just trash.
Mhm.
And it's like, wow, like your art's amazing, you're beautiful, but
You're a
your
terrible
your
person.
insides are just not.
Rotten.
Yeah.
Stink.
So it's definitely disappointing, because I feel like people don't realize that in the industry. The industry is actually really small, and it's like people don't realize like your character actually goes a long way, and
Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Somehow it's directly linked, and like you may not come in contact with this person, but like through word of mouth, like everybody finds out like
And it's
how
so
you
funny that
really
we're
are.
talking about that because that's how I literally started modeling, honestly, because like I started runway in Dallas because of the word of mouth. Like I was at
Yeah.
the job doing ecom with this lady, like she's literally my
It's
work
word of
mama now,
mouth.
literally. Like she was the wife of one of the producers, the biggest producers in Dallas, and I didn't even know because I was very new, you know. I was
Yeah.
just very grateful to be there, and I was talking to her like a normal person, you know,
That's
like
awesome.
I would talk to all my friends, like someone I met. And she literally went and told her husband, you should meet this model. And literally, that's how I booked. I've been consistently booking them for the last, since I started modeling.
I
which
love that
is-
for you. But also like your spirit and your character says a lot about you and your
Mhm.
work ethic. Like
Mhm.
there's one thing y'all can't say about Mariska. She's gonna work. Like if she says she's gonna do something,
Deliver.
it's gonna happen. And exactly,
Facts.
she will come full face, like
And that
deliver.
walk, baby.
It's sickening. Have you
Are
seen
you
her?
freaking kidding me?
I'm gonna talk about it later, but I knew Mariska could be working when you said like, "Oh yeah, Mariska's getting ready to go out to New York," and it was like a month early.
I be talking about you all the time because I'm like, you're such an inspiration. Like I know,
You
like
are.
you're younger than me, but like
You
I really
guys.
like look up to you because you don't take shit. And like she does not. She stands up for what she feels like is right, and like at the end of the day, like she's going to serve.
Period.
She's going to serve.
Period.
That's
And
it.
Bring the
going back
energy.
to the question that you asked, one of my most memorable memory actually was, you know, I think I've had a lot of memorable memory, honestly, with modeling. And I'm very grateful every day when I have a booking. I'm actually even grateful to be on set altogether because as a kid, I didn't even ever think I was ever going to do that, you know, especially coming where I come from. It's not like, it's like, oh my God, I'm actually doing what I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
But I feel like my most memory, I've had campaigns and it's memorable, you know, see yourself on a billboard and all that stuff. But I feel like the one thing that really marked me was at the beginning of my career when, you know, like I was saying, I met the lady. Like it just really humbled me a lot. It was like, oh my God, she really just liked me for who I was, not
She saw
like
something in
you know,
Yeah.
like she didn't like me because
Of your
I
look.
was my work or because I was trying to be the perfect model or anything. I was just talking to because it was my first job, literally, you know. And one thing she told me is, I would have never known. And I said, yeah, I did my job great. If you never
Yeah,
knew. You
I
know what I
love
mean?
that
for you.
Yeah.
Give it up for Mariska.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
So, how would y'all describe your personal style, like within modeling? I know you're probably exposed to so many different things. How did you hone in on your personal style? Like, is it things from your childhood, or is it just things you see in passing that you just feel like you feel a connection to?
Yes. Childhood.
Yeah, I
I
think.
feel like that's you
Y2K queen.
that, and I don't know. Just were you gonna say something?
No, I think my personal style, honestly, really, I don't think my childhood, honestly, I think it's just the way my mind, like how I wake up, honestly.
you
Your
feel.
mood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Off
the
your
mood, the vibe. It's like I'm a very
feel that.
girly person, but I'm also tomboy. So some days I'll wake up and I want to
Yes.
wear a skirt. The next day I'll be wearing the baggiest jean.
I feel that.
With Crocs, literally.
Oh my God, not the Crocs.
No. So
We're gonna.
I'm a very minimalistic
She said
type
they
of
would never
person.
know my shoes would cover. I'm like, Mariska, they will.
Stop. We're gonna break in and steal the Crocs.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I think I love black a lot. And I also think one thing that struck with me as I dress is hearing my mom always tell me in French, she always will say something about il faut casser les couleurs, which means you need to like bring some colors because I love black. Growing up, I would wear everything black. If my eyes were black, it would be
Did you
perfect.
go through a goth phase?
Yes,
Oh my
like
God, that was me.
I kind of went through a
everything
goth
black.
phase.
Sophomore year of college, me and my best friend Ebony, all we wore was black.
And I didn't even realize until like looking back now
No,
that I
Yeah.
actually had a
literally.
little goth moment.
Like
Our
my
families
friends
are like,
Wait,
are y'all
wait,
okay?
Hold on. Before we, like real goth or like emo? Like,
Like-
did you wear the slouch beanie with the?
The slouch.
I know Nabina. I know Nabina
you're-
had the
you're
slouch beanies.
stretching it
Nabina
there.
had slouch beanies,
I-
so I'm just asking.
I didn't do all that, but the guy I was dating at the time also only wore black, and he kind of like put me into that like black mode. And I was at one point I was just like, whoa, all we own is black clothes. And like looking back, I'm like, I kind of had a goth moment. Like,
okay. I think
yeah.
everybody goes through
I
one.
think
It's-
I think growing
No
up
color.
too.
Necessary for growth.
Slouch beanie with the little swoop over the eye.
Ooh,
I know.
Do y'all remember Mr. Meaty? Do y'all know the
Yes,
cashier?
I remember
He's
Mr. Meaty.
giving like
the swoop over the
the
eye.
swoop over the
My
eye.
sister had a swoop over the eye moment with the bang, and I would have to tell her about herself. I'd be
The
like,
bang.
show your face, because she would like cover her whole face with her bang.
Ooh,
And
Now, now I'm thinking about it, like
what a time. Let's not go back.
the emo fits, the emo goth fits were slick getting off.
That was MySpace days.
MySpace. Oh my gosh.
Everyone was
we were
doing
slick
the-
coding.
The
On the low,
we
On
really
the low.
were. We really
my ghetto
were.
SpongeBob background did numbers.
Oh my god. Brand new
MySpace
bag for
was
Pearl,
lit.
but I ain't
And
pay
pay
for
for
it.
it. Yeah.
Money.
The top friends with the music on your page, and like it was just all a vibe.
That used
It
to
was
hit.
real messy when you took your friend off and they'd be
I
like, you removed me
know.
from your top 5. Girl,
That's why I did
why'd
it.
you steal my boyfriend?
That's why I did like a top 20, 25 or whatever, and then like the top 5 really
Not a
only
top
matter.
25.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't have that many
I
friends.
didn't have that many
I
friends.
was-
I was popular. I'm sorry.
I had to hide.
I didn't mean it like that. My bad.
I did not have that many friends.
I had to hide.
But I was
my,
cool. They just, weren't hip. It's all right.
I had to hide my MySpace.
You said you had to hide
she
it?
Grew up
I
real
grew up
okay.
very strict, very
Mm.
Christian. Couldn't watch Harry Potter.
Man,
Yes,
that was a
witchcraft.
shit.
Yeah, all this stuff. Yeah, so I had to hide and
Did
watch.
you? They allow you to celebrate Halloween?
No.
My mom hated Halloween, but she would still let us partake. That was just her
couldn't.
own
No costumes,
prerogative.
nothing?
I couldn't paint my nails.
Dang,
Ooh.
girl, I was putting on that lip gloss.
It was very like,
That's
crazy.
okay.
Yeah.
But now you
Would-
popping.
like- I guess when you once you turn 18, was it like, all right, I'm in here?
You don't want to know. I was like, woo, I'm free. Yeah. Like, I had fun.
I'm weak. Okay, so just moving on. Like, y'all got that drip on. Where are your favorite places to shop?
Ooh. You want to go first?
I think for me, like I said, I was very minimalistic. So anywhere that has black outfits, you definitely could catch
I'm
me
done
out
with
there.
you.
You will find
Catch
her.
her.
You'll
Paxson.
find me.
Catch her at
A
Paxson.
lot of that. A lot of Forever 21.
Hey, is Paxson still open?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Oh, okay.
They have a lot of
Yeah.
like black.
A lot of Forever 21, a lot of Dolls Killed, a lot of, La Moda, like chunky, like you can tell, chunky, black, not really gothic or emo, but like kind of there too. Because I love black, honestly. Like, if I could wear black
Okay,
at
I'm
my
getting
wedding.
you all
Like
black
if it's
things.
like any outfit you
For
can think
Christmas,
of, but put it
birthday.
in black, I like
no,
it.
literally, like, and when I'm gonna dress like in all black, and then I'll have a pop of color, because that's what my mom always tell me. Is like, why are you wearing black? You look beautiful in color. Wear some bright colors. You are like, your skin is like dark skin, and I'm like, okay. Every time I wear something, I'm like, okay, what's the colorful item I can add to my black outfit?
I love
And it'd
that.
be like the most minuscule thing. But I love
Literally.
that. You look good in anything.
Oh, thank you, girl. I'm trying to be like you,
Go ahead. No.
I'm
Drip
trying to be
right.
like you. This is my stylist friend right here. Like, she knows to put 2 and 2
Girl,
together.
New York, I was styling both of these.
No, literally. She'd
But
be
I
these
like,
brought
women right
so
here.
much clothes,
And I
okay?
was like putting her stuff together. I'm
I
like,
I have a shoot. Can I cuss? I'm like,
Yes,
shoot
of
10.
course.
Shoot 10 of clothes. I brought so much clothes. I brought
Yeah,
2
literally.
suitcases.
that bag was
And
78.
so
Roxy
I
was
was
like
just
my
like-
storage at one point.
I was
Yeah.
like, how do I, like, I have good pieces, but I'm always like, I come to shambles when I'm like, how should I piece this?
You're
you
a
know?
woman, Roxy.
And
you're a
I'm
woman.
starting to have fun with it. Like, I feel like it's just like, I'm getting more of that like freedom feeling of just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
experimenting, because with my style, I wouldn't like, I wouldn't put myself in a box. Like, it's very like a little bit of everything.
That's just shit.
Like, I could be, like you said, like girly. Some days I want to be a little tomboy, but like, like also I've been getting into like sustainable fashion. A lot of my friends, Carlos, you've met Carlos and Nolan.
I love Carlos.
They,
Sweet.
I know they're so sweet.
Wait,
I've
I
never met
Nolan.
them,
I
like,
don't
You
think
met
I
Nolan.
met. I didn't meet Carlos.
I've
but
never met them, but I
They're
did
so
shoot in their
sweet.
outfits.
Yeah, they own
though.
WTF.
I need to go there.
WTF
Ditto
designers.
Boutique.
Vintage.
In,
It's in Ditto. And then
Yeah.
Caitlin, Shop Beetle Rose, also in Ditto. A lot of my friends like collect cool pieces. So honestly, before I go shop online or go thrift, I hit up my friends and I'm like, what pieces do you have? And I
Let me
feel like,
buy.
yeah, no, literally, it's just become like the thing I do now. And I also like to thrift myself, or like before I was going online, but like getting carried away shopping online. I was like, I need to just like, find pieces that like good staple pieces that I feel like I'll wear over and over different ways. So I feel like, yeah, I don't really know how to explain my style. It's a little bit of
No, a lot of depend on the vibe,
Yeah.
on your
Yeah.
mood.
yeah.
But that's
just
great.
what I mean.
Honestly, like I know we've talked a lot, even like our past 2 episodes, like we're really big into sustainable shopping. Like Terrence is like an
So
eBay. He can find anything on eBay. And I'm like, where'd you get this? eBay. Everything eBay. Me, Depop. But like
eBay girl, I'm in there.
yes.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
I have-
on the eBay kick.
Like for eBay, I have
certain
like
searches.
so many pre-saved searches, and I
Yeah.
check them every single day. Like that's my like whenever people like my casual browsing, usually it's like it's way less social media now. Like if I get on social media, I literally scroll for 5 minutes and I'm like, all right, I'm off here, and then I'm on eBay for like an hour,
my
or
God.
like
That's so
or-
fun.
Social
or
media.
Grailed before bed. I love Grailed. Like pick whatever thrift app you like.
Yeah.
Just like your 30 minutes when you're in the bed, like right before you go to sleep, just get on there because you find the greatest stuff right before you go to bed.
Oh really? I
I've
mean,
heard
to
that
be
before.
fair, the plane tickets are cheap before you go to bed.
Plane
so you
tickets.
know.
That's what
No,
I heard. I like
literally,
2 or
no,
3
literally at
Hey,
night.
you know something?
She does. She's
I-
onto something.
No,
Are they
literally.
really?
2
I
or
know.
3 a.m. They said on.
No,
Is it Tuesdays or
literally.
Wednesdays? Where they're just like
Tuesdays?
ridiculously
Tuesdays.
cheap.
I've
Like
never
They are
heard this.
cheaper.
Yes, but
If
I'm
you
like-
book it
But-
during the day,
But it's
oh
not
my
every.
God.
But I learned that it's not every Tuesday. It's a certain Tuesday in the month. I just can't remember.
and it's
which
not
one.
every airline that does
Yeah,
it.
What
it's not
the
every
heck?
airline, but
Where
at
are
night.
they hiding all these secrets?
No, at night, I swear, I book
That's
my
why her hair's
tickets
so
at
big, it's
night
probably
only.
secrets.
Except I have to book it during the day.
I'll send y'all the page after this. But there's like a
Yes.
Instagram that I follow that's like a bunch of cheap flights leaving Dallas, and I saw one the other day. It was like Dallas to Paris for like $500.
Oh,
You know
that's
what? I have a
crazy.
tracker
Kidding.
saved on Google for flights to Paris, but I heard Paris smells. New York,
Oh,
the
yeah.
rats.
Oh my!
Save it.
Okay,
Oh.
so we're gonna keep moving on because we don't want to get distracted. You know, we got some things to talk about, and it's a loaded episode. So, what do you guys want to accomplish within the fashion or modeling industry? And like,
Ooh.
what is your dream booking? I will go first.
You go
Yes,
first.
you go
Laquan Smith. There's just something about his designs. They're very sultry, sexy. Like they make a woman feel powerful. I want to be buried in his garments. Like they're just beautiful. And I think the way that he accentuates our curves and just makes us feel so sexy and like, yo, like I'm finna step out and I'm finna be the hottest thing popping.
I know
Like
that's right.
I would love to walk for his show.
I can so
someday.
see you walking.
That is a dream
I know,
booking.
right?
We're manifesting right now.
Yes.
In my
Like-
eyes, you already booked it, girl.
Oh my God. Yes.
It's yours.
It's
Thank
yours.
Thank you.
She's on her way.
Yes. Making my way downtown. I'm weak. But yeah, what I want to accomplish, like, I just want to inspire. Like, growing up, I never would have imagined myself sitting here, like,
I know, right?
ever being like a signed model or like working for the brands that I've worked for, or, like
know.
walking in shows that we've walked in. And it's just beautiful because I'm like, this has always been a dream of mine and I'm living it. And it's like, wow, like I just want to continue to inspire, continue to be myself and just like grow within myself in my career and just continue doing the things that I'm doing.
You're
Like,
killing it.
there's so many young Black girls out there that are just like, wow, like how do I start doing this? And I'm just like, believe in yourself. Number one, that's the biggest thing. And consistency. Like we were talking about earlier, you'll get so many no's, but that one yes will make you like,
It's
wow.
crazy. Yeah.
Everything that I've worked for was not in vain. And like now I can start to like receive the fruits from my labor. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Preach on, preacher.
Facts.
Hello.
I love
young
my
Shia.
friends, guys. I just want to make it very clear. They are just the cutest people ever.
Honestly,
I love you guys.
Y'all
my
are my
friends.
besties. Like
No,
New
literally.
York, bro. I can't wait till we
I-
talk about New York.
yeah.
We were already so close, but I feel like New York like made the bed for us.
Yes.
We're like, okay, we're laying it
I
Right.
now.
just love my friends. Like, you know, having friends that inspire you, like, to do better and to continue to do better. It's just really, like, something that a lot of people don't have. And I really love my
Yes.
friends.
Because
I
we're just
really-
uplifting each
No,
other.
anytime I'm like in a poopy
Yeah.
mood, these girls literally cuss me out. Like, Roxy, you better get it together right now. You are
Yes.
that girl. Like,
You are
Yeah.
that
they
girl.
pull me out. Like, we pull each other out of like little,
But it's okay to be
Yeah.
I love
sad.
that.
We're not
No,
saying don't suppress your
seriously.
emotions.
No,
That's a
feel
bad
how
Don't
you need to
suppress
feel,
your
but it's good to
emotions.
be around people that uplift you
Yeah.
and, support you and show you love. Because I feel like, that's number one. Have love around you.
Shout out to you, babe. I love you so much.
Aw. Shout out to my boyfriend too, by the way. I love
I'm getting
him.
emotional.
I
Okay, so
know.
Well, I love you too. Before we proceed, let me-
yeah, so, like,
so everyone's not like, you didn't even say it back.
I'm like, I did try to give you a fist pump earlier in the episode, and you left me hanging.
She played
And
it
I
all
was like-
smooth. I looked at Namina.
I did.
And I was
We
like,
made that eye
I was just like,
contact.
I was
I
so
was
weak in my head.
Oh,
Let me
no.
retract
Let me
my
give you a
fist.
hug.
Thank you so
I
much.
love
Does
you.
anyone else feel like these headphones are? I'm
No,
like so not used. It's like
it's okay.
You definitely have to get used to the headphones.
yeah, especially
But,
with the
like-
earrings.
Yeah, like
yes, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, but I need to keep us on track because there's
Okay,
a lot of
sorry.
things that we need to get onto. So, what are you expecting to accomplish within the industry, and what is your dream booking?
Well, I don't know if I have a dream booking per se. To be completely honest, I think there are a lot of designers that I want to work for, but having a dream booking is something I'm already living my dream. That's how I see it. Like
Period.
so you just
being
said something.
a-
In. I hear you.
I
like being a
know.
model and getting paid to model is my dream. Like any brand that's willing to pay me to model.
And this girl
That-
works. When I
that's
say
my
she be
dream.
working, she be working. You can go on any website and there's Mariska's face. I
Oh,
mean, look at my friend.
girl. But I
Yes.
think, I just see all these brands as work, and as long as I am in front of the camera, it's a blessing for me. But there are definitely some designers for sure. Rihanna is right there because she's been my favorite artist for like since I was a kid. So if she does like any type of clothing, even makeup brand, I want to model for her. Like she's my favorite like star celebrity like ever. Like I used to create like 20 accounts to vote for her for a VMAs when I was like
What?
when I was a
you're
teenager.
real dedicated.
I was
Yes.
like Rihanna update hashtag Rihanna VMAs. I was a die like because it was a friend who was a diehard Beyonce fan, and I was like. No, I don't want to be a Beyonce fan. I want to be a Rihanna fan. Like back in like 2014, 15, when Rihanna was like out there, I was like, oh no, bad girl Riri. Like I don't know, but I think walking for Rihanna for sure is gonna be like a full circle moment for me.
Okay, Miss Savage Fenty X. We're going to check her
Period.
out on the runway next year. You're going to be there.
Period.
In that lingerie, girl, getting it.
Period.
Strutting your stuff.
Yeah,
Love that
Fenty.
for
If
you.
you
I know
if you're
that's
listening to it,
Right.
She
Bad
is.
girl, you look bad girl.
and I'm so glad she has two guys. She has two babies right now. Can you imagine?
Rihanna said, y'all ain't getting this album
Oh
from me
my
at
God.
all.
I almost forgot that she was pregnant again.
She gave birth.
She just had that baby.
I think her
She
son
It's
is
another
like
boy.
right.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
happy for her though.
Rihanna
She-
with a baby girl.
She did.
That
she
would be
did it
fire.
right.
That's it.
That girl be fire.
She lived her life. She ran it up. She had her fun.
Now
she
she's
got her
like
bag. She got her
Yeah.
man. And she got her
Yes.
family.
Heavy
She
on
did
she
it
got
right.
her
She
back.
won.
Yes. We love you, Rihanna. If you're out there watching somehow and you stumble upon this podcast, big love to you. You are
Hey.
that girl. You are
XO.
inspiration.
Hey, ASAP, you did that, boy. Hey, you did that.
Yeah, you
Terrence,
pulled a
what you
baddie.
mean?
Hey, you did that, boy. I'm proud of you, son.
I mean,
Yes.
his name is ASAP. You
A$AP,
know, like what
wow.
you? His name
He
is
said we having
ASAP.
these babies as soon as possible.
Right now.
Yeah.
He lived up to his name.
He
Okay,
did.
period.
But you know, Fashion Killer was about Rihanna, so he got his girl.
Period.
I love how that was a full
I
Full
know.
circle.
for them. That's beautiful.
Fairy tale moment.
I love love.
What about you, Rox?
Tell us about you.
I'm right there with Mariska on that. I feel like I don't have like a actual brand that I'm like wanting to work with right now. Like you said, like design. There's a lot of designers I'd love to work with. I would love to do like a sports campaign. Like it'd be sick to work
That's
for
very
Nike.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm very into fitness right now, so like Nike would be cool. Also, like Fenty would be amazing.
right, my girl.
Yeah, there's a lot of I feel
Lululemon, hit her up.
there's like a list, but honestly, like I love, as you guys know, modeling, but I also want to get more into creative directing and being
Yeah,
more
for
behind the
sure.
scenes.
And photography,
I
because
mean,
you do that a
photography.
lot.
You have
Yes.
fire
Thank
photographer.
you.
Like
I thank you guys. I feel like I have so many ideas just brewing in my brain, and like it's gonna explode soon. Of like, it's just been like I'm loading. You
Let
know?
us help you if you
Please.
need anything.
You're gonna be my
honestly.
stylist.
Oh my
Both
God,
of
girl.
you.
I know, like literally,
package
I could be
deal
a
right
model.
here.
Do you know we have a full team right
A whole
here?
team. Like honestly, like what are we doing?
Stylist, model.
Terrence is
So
trying to
we're
say
gonna
something.
be like
Creative
I was just gonna say.
directing.
I was just gonna say, like, definitely, if you've done your spin through like the creative realm, like for me, I feel like I've done a little bit of everything. Like I've done photography, videography.
So
I've
fun.
modeled in college.
Yeah.
Like I sold clothes at one point in time.
That's
But
crazy.
now-
He does
but-
it all.
But no, but
That's
now
sick.
at this point, like, I love styling and I love clothes, fashion,
Mhm.
sneakers, and all of that. But like, I honestly feel the most at home with creative directing
It's
and
so
like
fun.
managing, and as well as like my regular job, I'm in operations, so
Mhm.
like
That's
it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's-
It all
Yeah.
makes sense. Like I'm working with one of my closest friends from college, and like he
Shout
has
out to Bray.
Yeah, shout out to Bray. He also one of our
And
sponsors.
Moni, his girlfriend, so
Yeah.
sweet. I love you so much.
And he's also one of the sponsors for the podcast, but his brand marketing agency, he does everything, and he's like allowed me to be creative within
that's
his
so sick.
brand and do some creative direction and just do some operations and just help that journey, because like he has a vision and I know he'll be able to execute it, and sometimes you just need a team in place, and I'm happy to be a part of his team.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's
love
so
that.
fun, like having an idea in your head and seeing it come to life. I feel like that's like the best feeling ever, and I just want to explore that more, because I feel like I said, like modeling's fun, and like I'm not stopping anytime soon, but I just want to like dig more into my creative bag,
Yes.
because I just what were you gonna say?
Oh, no. You
I
finish.
have so many ideas. I'm like, where do I start?
Speaking of ideas, like, what advice would you guys give to anyone wanting to become a model?
Ooh, you gotta
Be yourself.
Be
honestly,
yourself.
and be confident. Like,
self-love is very important, because I feel like I said, with the industry, going back to my daughter, thick skin, that's why I just feel like, as a kid, it's like kind of tricky, like a thing, like I don't know that I want her to start this young, because
Yeah.
I've been in the industry for a minute, and it's a
Yeah.
scary place if you don't have thick skin. And
Or
when
don't
I
know
started,
yourself.
when I started, I didn't have thick skin. And at my first shoot, I was getting yelled at, and it terrified me. And
shut up for that.
so it's just self-love for sure, and having the right people around you.
That is important.
Also very important.
The people around you means
Mhm.
everything, because if they're not doing anything, they're stagnant, they're not trying to grow, they're putting you down, like you're going to eventually feed off of that energy somehow. Like you may not notice it, even if you don't want that path for yourself. Being around people that are like grounded and know what they want and are
Mhm.
genuine, I can't express that enough.
Facts.
Genuine people
Yep.
in your corner that love you and support you, that's the most important thing. And honestly, like, do not give up on yourself. If somebody tells you no, that's okay. They may not see whatever it is that you see in yourself, but as long as you believe in yourself and you go hard with whatever you're doing, they always say practice makes perfect. So like, if you may feel like you're not doing the things right now, it's going to happen. Like, I'm sure we can all attest to, like, not even imagining us being where we are today, but the fact that we didn't give up on ourselves.
You have to be your number one fan.
Yes, biggest
And
supporter.
People will say, "Oh, that's vain." Oh, da, da. But it's like, no, like it's so important
Yes.
to be your number one fan
Yes.
and stand on that, because
If you don't love yourself, who else gonna love you?
exactly.
I think it's very important to like also, point out the fact that you shouldn't let anybody tell you what you can or can't do with the most humblest.
Mhm.
I mean this with the humblest way possible, is that like, do not let a no define you. Do not let someone's opinion define what you can do. Like if you know you can do something, I mean, and you believe in yourself enough, you would do it. And I always, and I always convince myself, I always tell myself that, because I have friends who did that, For example, Namina right here, a lot of people told her, oh my God, you need to change your look. You need to adjust this. You need to do that to get signed. And she said no. She literally said
Period.
no. They're going to accept me the way I am.
Yep.
And this is the way and she got herself signed, period.
Did.
Because she believed in herself. And she said, I don't need to lose weight. I don't need to change my look. I don't need to do anything, any of that. They are going to accept me the way I am because I am enough. And she did just that. You know what I mean?
And the industry's
No,
getting
by
more
herself, you know
flexible
what I
with
mean?
that.
So many
Exactly.
talks we've had together.
Oh, no,
like,
for sure.
Before I
Really,
met
for
you,
sure.
Rox, like, when I say, like, me and Marissa,
Oh, my God.
I'd be crying. I'm just like, is it me? Like, you start
No.
getting in your head and thinking that you're not
You
good
do.
enough.
No,
but, like,
exactly.
you are everything that you could be and more. But it's just like, I know myself, and I know I've worked so hard to get to this point. Like,
Exactly.
why do I need to be a certain image in your eyes when I feel beautiful already as I am?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's
it.
something that was very inspiring that she did, and I always tell people, honestly, because, like she said, before she got herself signed, we were on the phone a lot of the times, and I would talk to her, and it would break my heart listening to my friend really question herself, not just question herself, question her ability, question everything about herself. And it breaks my heart because I'm like, don't let this industry do that to you. Do not let this industry, because I think this is a business, you know.
Yeah.
And if you don't find your business partner today, you're gonna find them tomorrow. And that's maybe the business partner you want to have doesn't align with your dreams. And you should see it as a blessing, because if you get with the wrong business partner, it's gonna limit you. You know what I
Or,
mean?
yeah.
360 deal?
exactly.
Absolutely not.
It's important to have people behind you that really believe, like,
And push you
Mhm.
for sure.
like your agents and stuff.
And I'm very, very grateful for my friends and definitely my boyfriend, you know, having people that, you know, even when you're doubting
Are we out of
yourself,
time?
people like putting, like pouring into you, like, yo, you can do this. And the more you hear that, the more you believe in that. You know what I
Yes.
Amen.
mean? So